Ricky and I are reunited in the gym again, a rare occurrence, but it's just like old times, yet again. Squats. I got more of those sweatpants disguised as real pants. They even have the fake fly on them, but then the waistband is all stretchy, like sweatpants. You can do a full squat in them, and they're soft as hell, but they look like real pants. That's a Fat Albert. That's a Slim Shady.
As I was listening to Slim Shady.
That's our plate system. So I'm trying to focus on doing a lot more mobility warming up before I squat and deadlift, and I use the techniques that Brett Gibbs and Josh Hancock showed on Omar Esoff's channel. So check that out. It's on Omar's channel. Brett Gibbs and Josh Hancock were featured on it. And then I throw in a few more techniques that I learned along the way of healing my hip flexor. And all of this basically just helps to warm up and lubricate and prime your glutes and your hip flexors. So when you actually get under the bar and begin squatting or deadlifting, your glutes are actually firing and activating in the lift instead of being cold and stiff and not activating, and then your lower back just takes over. And you feel it. You feel a big difference. The lift just feels smoother. Your technique feels better. Your form feels cleaner. So I recommend it. Today's the first day we are working with over 300 pounds. We have 325 pounds in the bar, which is about 148 kilograms off the top of my head. That is a 55-pound squat bar. And we have to do 5 sets of 6 reps, just enough to make you gassed and winded by the end of it. Now, 325 in the grand scheme is not that big of a deal compared to what my numbers used to be, obviously. But keep in mind, I stopped squatting for a couple of months when I hurt my hip flexor. And then when I did get back to squatting while I was prepping for that photo shoot, it was very light. I never went above 225 pounds ever. And then the first day back to powerlifting, you did see me using 285 pounds. And that was for very low reps. So 325, 3 plates in the bar, that was a little intimidating to me coming into the gym, I'll admit, just because of how bad squats have felt, the months prior. But I'll tell you what, guys, Josh and Brett know what they're doing. They know how to ease you into a program correctly. A couple of weeks ago, 325 might have moved for like 4 ugly reps at most. But today, after the pause squats they've thrown in there, after all the movements they've had me do, just over the last first week, 325 felt amazing. It felt like butter. I'm really happy with it. There's Ricky hitting his one single with 325, and then he backed down to do a bunch of working sets. He did a slightly different workout than me. Now, the mistake Ricky made here, this is his last set. He did 6 sets, I believe, is he's doing the Valsalva maneuver correctly. That's where you breathe into your gut, and you basically hold your breath during the rep, and it braces your core nice and tight, and it gives you a lot of power. But when you're doing sets of like 4 and above, you really want to take a break in between reps to catch your breath. And Ricky almost got dizzy right there. You could see his form kind of crumbling. He even said it. He felt like he was getting really dizzy during it, so be careful. Speaking of Valsalva maneuver, the only complaint I had about this workout was that I kept my belt about a notch too tight. I had it set to where it was when I weighed 165 pounds, which felt good in the beginning, but once I started getting winded and losing breath, I would pause to take a huge breath of air in, and right here, boom, you see how folded over I got? That's because I'd go to take a huge breath of air in, and the belt would be constricting me, and I couldn't get a good breath of air. So then I breathed into my chest instead of my gut, and then I would fold over once in a while. But that only happened like here and there a couple of times. So this is my last set. It was an awesome workout. Felt great. That is a supportive training partner right there. Loaded my bar up for me so I can catch my breath. And we're just talking about how it's like old days again. Counting sets, not calories. 2 more sets to go. Next up on the menu was feet up bench pressing. I know, squatting and then bench pressing in the same workout? What? But it is what the doctor ordered, and obviously this is just an accessory move to help your normal bench press. We did just do bench pressing yesterday. The last video you saw where I did the 3-second tempo benching. That was literally 24 hours before this workout. So my chest actually was a little bit sore from that, but My coaches are smart. They plan for all of this, so that's why they made the last workout not super exerting weight-wise. If you noticed, we didn't go into any grinders or anything like that, so it wasn't too exerting, and I still felt fresh enough to press more today. And obviously, I kept the weight nice and light, both because it was my first time doing this movement in a while, so I wanted to get reacquainted to it gently, and because I wanted to make sure I kept form and technique over focusing on the weight. So it felt pretty good. The main purpose of this is just to strengthen your upper body power up, so you're not reliant on only your leg drive. That way, when you go to put your feet back on the ground and incorporate your leg drive back into the bench press like normal, your bench is just going to be that much stronger because now you have leg drive and a very strong upper body strength foundation going on. So,
Thank you.
that's it. It's a wrap. That's 6 sets.
Well, whether or not we're using lightweight or heavyweight, it feels good to be back into powerlifting again.
What?
Right, Dickus, do you have anything to say about being back?
Yeah, don't listen to your doctors, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm joking. I'm just happy to be back, man. Like, it's been about a good year since I felt solid, no real pain. So, squats back, deadlifts coming back, bench is coming back. I'm gonna be completely careful, not get injured.
You just feel like you're accomplishing something every time you do a powerlifting workout.
Exactly.
Time to try the new Isotore Whey Protein in Vanilla Swirl. Seriously, brand new protein by Whey. Brand new protein by Whey, yeah. Brand new Whey by Isotore. It has 140 calories per scoop, 25 grams of protein, only 3 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs. Been waiting for a year for them to come out with a whey protein. They've had a bunch of bomb meal replacements, but they've never had a whey protein. So they finally have a whey protein. Ooh, it smells delectable. It smells like dessert. I'm gonna do 2 scoops. I'm on 2 scoops of whatever. 2 scoops of whatever. Yeah, a little post-workout shake. And this is vanilla swirl. Look what else we got cooking. Some chicken with seasoning. Slow cooking that. I was trying to go for the milk mustache. That's really good. For being vanilla, man, I hate vanilla usually with whey proteins. And that's actually really, really delicious. It's sweet. There's none of that bittery, like, subtle taste that usually slides into vanilla tastes. That's solid, guys. That's out now on Isotore's website. www.isotore.com in the info box below. Use the discount code NWB25 to get 25% off of this or anything else on Isotore's website. I'm not gonna tell you what to get.